Most people want to be financially independent, and it makes sense why. Research indicates that approximately 70% of Americans are dissatisfied with their current jobs. Given these statistics, it's no surprise that many individuals are striving for financial freedom. However, there are certain behaviors that hinder escaping the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, which we're going to discuss in this video. Before we begin, kindly give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel so you won't miss out on more awesome content like this. Let's get started. Not planning for finances. Upon receiving their paycheck, many individuals immediately allocate funds for bills, groceries, and miscellaneous expenses, hoping to have some money left over by month's end. However, by proactively planning your savings, living expenses, and discretionary spending, you gain greater control over your finances and mitigate the risk of overspending. Often, people lack clarity on their expenditure, leading to overestimation of available funds during purchases. Thus, I propose a challenge for the next 30 days. Monitor your bank account daily. Although it might show things you don't like, doing this helps you know more about your money and how you spend it, so you can make smarter choices when buying things. Active management of your finances enhances your proficiency and readiness for handling larger sums in the future. 2. Buying with consumer credit. As per CNBC, the average credit card account now carries a balance of $6,088, which is more than 15% higher than last year. While credit cards offer benefits such as credit building and protection against loss or fraud, along with perks like cashback, airline miles, and redeemable points, their misuse can severely impact financial well-being. Credit cards often tempt individuals to overspend by extending purchasing power beyond available funds, fostering a false sense of affordability. Failure to plan finances can lead to detrimental overspending, particularly when reliant on consumer credit. Notably, credit cards impose steep interest rates ranging from 8% to 30% per month, amplifying the financial risks associated with unchecked spending. 3. Making minimum payments on a credit card. Let's use Mike for example. He's carrying a $5,000 credit card balance with a hefty 16% interest rate. Mike's content with making minimum payments of $350 because it doesn't seem like a significant chunk of his paycheck. But here's the issue. Mike hasn't done the math. Consequently, he fails to realize that the interest alone piles an additional $800 onto his debt annually. Despite his monthly payments, Mike's debt continues to escalate, leading to even higher interest charges. Before he knows it, Mike is drowning in debt beyond his capacity to manage. Consider this. The interest rates on credit cards are typically quite high, often exceeding 15% for cards used for everyday purchases. Let's demonstrate this with an example. Imagine we have a $1,000 credit card debt, and we make only the minimum payment of $50. Despite our payment, the interest charges accumulate to $150, but we're only reducing the principal by $50. As a result, our debt increases to $1,100. The following month, we repeat the same cycle, paying $50, but now facing a higher interest charge of $165 due to the increased debt. Consequently, our debt swells to $1,250. If we continue in this cycle, the compounding interest will progressively inflate our debt until it becomes overwhelming. 4. Not saving for retirement or financial freedom. Many individuals prioritize saving for short-term needs or indulgences, often overlooking the importance of planning for retirement or achieving financial independence. Think about this. While you may currently generate income and maintain financial stability, circumstances can change over time. With uncertainties surrounding programs like Social Security, relying solely on governmental support or familial assistance is imprudent. The responsibility of securing your retirement and financial freedom rests squarely on your shoulders. Even modest contributions can make a significant difference, particularly when invested wisely to benefit from compounding returns. Think about this. Allocating just $100 per month towards investments yielding a 7% return after taxes and fees over 35 years could amass a substantial sum. In fact, this disciplined approach would yield over $167,000, underscoring the power of consistent saving and prudent investment strategies. 5. Making money decisions based on emotion. Letting feelings control how we handle money can make us weak because strong feelings make it hard to think clearly and sensibly about our finances. Whether experiencing positive or negative emotions, our judgment becomes clouded, leading to potential mistakes. When we're really happy and hopeful, we might quickly invest in things that seem like they'll make a lot of money, but later on, we might see they're not so great when we look at them more carefully. Conversely, during periods of distress, our decision-making becomes erratic and unpredictable. To avoid making quick decisions because we're feeling upset or excited, it's important to think carefully instead of letting our feelings control us. This approach fosters wiser financial choices. Think about what happened to Steve Jobs. When he got kicked out of Apple, he sold all his shares in the company because he was really mad. Although he later regained some ownership, he retained a mere 0.6% stake, still valued at approximately $1.8 billion. However, had he refrained from emotional decision-making, he could have retained a much larger stake worth over $66 billion. 6. Focusing too much on money and neglecting the process. Highly affluent and accomplished individuals like Richard Branson, Oprah Winfrey, and Bill Gates all believe that enjoying the process of reaching their goals is super important. According to them, passion is a prerequisite, as highlighted by Richard Branson's emphasis on it. Trying to start your own business just to make money usually doesn't work out well. Actually, it can sometimes make things worse. An observable pattern is that prioritizing monetary gains while disregarding the inherent process typically leads to failure. For instance, running a business with the sole aim of making quick sales without fostering meaningful customer relationships may yield short-term gains, but overlooks the potential for long-term success. 7. Not educating ourselves financially. Most schools don't teach us much about how to manage money, and most of our parents probably didn't have a lot of money either. So, it's up to us to learn about money, including effective money management, leveraging assets, and fostering financial growth. Ignoring this crucial aspect of learning can result in mistakes that hinder our progress towards our financial goals, highlighting the importance of acquiring financial knowledge early on for a brighter financial future. That concludes today's video. I hope it was informative and beneficial to you. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I welcome your feedback, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Lastly, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.